I'm standing in my small shop in Kampala, Uganda, staring at the business registration papers spread across my counter. The papers for the boutique. The boutique my daughter Amara opened with the money I gave her from selling my late husband's land. My hands won't stop shaking, not from anger, but from a sadness so heavy it feels like I'm carrying stones in my chest. I've just learned something that has torn my world apart. Through the thin wall that separates my shop from the storage room, I can hear Amara on the phone with her business partner, Patience. Her voice is bright with excitement, discussing their expansion plans. Their plans. Plans that were supposed to include me. Yes, sister. The lease is signed. We have the whole building now. 3 floors. The bottom for the main boutique, the middle for our wholesale operation, and the top floor. She pauses, and I hear her laugh. That same laugh that used to make me dance when she was a little girl. The top floor is perfect for Mama Patience. She can live there and watch over everything. You know how important security is in this neighborhood. My heart stops beating. Mama Patience, her business partner's mother, is going to live in the building I financed. The building where I thought I would finally have a place to rest after 40 years of grinding corn at the market, after raising Amara alone when her father died of malaria. And what about your mother? Patience's voice comes through clearly. They must have the phone on speaker. Patience. You know how it is. My mother is comfortable in her shop. She has her customers, her routine. And honestly, you know how she can be. Always complaining about this or that. If she moves in with us, there will be no peace. Mama Patience is different. She understands business. She won't interfere. Won't interfere. I who sold the only valuable thing I owned. The half-acre of land in Masoka that my husband left me. Land that was supposed to be my security, my retirement. Land I sold for 45 million shillings, so Amara could have her dream boutique. Now I'm someone who interferes. I close my eyes and the memories flood back. 8 months ago, Amara came to my shop with tears in her eyes. She sat on the wooden stool where she's sitting now, explaining her vision. Mama, I found the perfect location. Right in the heart of Nokasero. Rich customers, tourists, embassy people. But I need capital. Just 45 million for the lease and initial stock. Mama, this is my chance. Our chance. You'll never have to grind corn again. You'll live with me in comfort. I promise you. I promise you. Those were her exact words. I remember because I repeated them to myself every night when I couldn't sleep, worried about selling the land. But Amara was so sure, so passionate. And after losing her father at 12, after watching me struggle to pay her school fees by waking at 4 a.m. every day to prepare corn for grinding, how could I deny her this chance? Sister, have you told your mother about the new arrangement? Patience asks. Not yet. I'll tell her after we move everything. You know how emotional she gets. Better to present it as a done deal. She'll understand eventually. Family is family, but business is business. Business is business. That's how she's justifying cutting me out. I who gave up my future security for her business. I who told the land buyer to hurry because my daughter's dream couldn't wait. I hear footsteps. Amara is coming through the curtain that separates the storage room from the shop. I quickly sit down and pretend to be sorting through receipts. Mama, you're still here. I thought you'd have gone home by now. Her voice is normal. Sweet. As if she didn't just finish planning my exclusion from the life I paid for. I'm just finishing up, my daughter. How is the new building coming along? Oh, Mama, it's beautiful. Everything is going so well. Soon we'll be able to expand even more. All thanks to you, Mama. You made this possible. Thanks to me. But without me in the picture. How interesting. When will I see this building? She hesitates. Just for a second, but I notice it. Soon, Mama. Very soon. We're still setting things up. You know how these things are. When everything is perfect, we'll have a big opening, and you'll be the guest of honor. Guest of honor. Not a resident. Not family. A guest. After Amara leaves, I sit alone in my shop. It's 6 p.m., and the street outside is busy with people heading home from work. Boda-bodas roar past, their riders shouting for customers. Women balance baskets of vegetables on their heads. Normal life in Kampala. But my life hasn't been normal for a long time. I lock up my shop and walk the 10 minutes to my one-room rental. The room I've lived in for 15 years, because every extra shilling went to Amara's education, her business ideas, her emergencies. The room with a shared bathroom and a temperamental gas stove. The room I thought I'd finally be leaving for something better. That night, I can't sleep. I lie on my thin mattress, staring at the water stains on the ceiling, and I start remembering. remembering all the times I should have seen the signs. 2 years ago, Amara borrowed 5 million shillings for her wedding. She promised to pay me back in 6 months. I'm still waiting. 18 months ago, she needed 3 million for her husband's car repair. Mama, Herbert needs the car for his sales job. We'll pay you back in 3 months. Nothing. 1 year ago, 2 million for her son's school fees at that expensive international school. Mama, Caleb needs the best education. I agreed, even though I went to a village school and still managed to raise her. Then the 45 million for the boutique. The money that wiped out my future. I get up at 5 a.m., not from habit, but because I have things to do. Important things that can't wait. I boil water for tea and sit at my small table with an old notebook. The notebook where I track my expenses. Today I'm going to write something different. I list every shilling I've given Amara in the last 5 years. Every loan. Every emergency. Every school fee. Every business expense. 5 million for the wedding. 3 million for the car. 2 million for school fees. 1.5 million for her miscarriage treatment. 800,000 for her husband's sister's funeral contribution. 500,000 here, 300,000 there. And the 45 million for the boutique. Total, 57.8 million shillings. 57.8 million shillings. That's almost 15,000 US dollars. Money I earned by waking before the sun for 40 years. Money I saved by eating 1 meal a day sometimes. Money I kept in the bank instead of buying a better mattress, instead of treating my bad knee, instead of visiting my sister and Ginger. For what? 4 Sunday visits where I sit quietly while they discuss their travel plans, their shopping, their problems. For a grandson who barely knows me because Grandma Esther smells like corn flour. For being left out of family gatherings because Mama gets tired easily. I close the notebook and walk to my metal box under the bed. Inside are my important documents. My national ID. My baptism certificate. My marriage certificate. My husband's death certificate. Bank statements. The receipt for the land sale. And my will. Written 3 years ago, when I turned 67. In it, Amara inherits everything. My shop equipment. My savings account. My insurance money. The gold chain my mother gave me. Everything for her, because she's my only child. My only family. My reason for living all these years after my husband died. How foolish I was. At 7 a.m., my phone rings. It's Amara. Mama, good morning. How are you? I'm well, my daughter. Mama, I wanted to ask you something. Herbert and I were talking last night. With the boutique expansion, we're going to need some extra capital. Just 8 million shillings. For new inventory and the wholesale license. You know these government fees. More money. It's always more money. 8 million. Yes, Mama. I know it sounds like a lot, but think of it as an investment. When the wholesale business takes off, I'll pay you back double. I promise, Mama. Promises. Her promises are like morning mist. Beautiful but gone by noon. Amara, let me ask you something. When will I see the new building? Silence. Long silence. Mama, we're still renovating. When it's ready, we'll bring you. And when will I move in with you? You said I would have a place there. An even longer silence. I can hear her breathing. Thinking. Calculating. Mama about that. Herbert and I were talking. We think maybe it's better if you stay in your current place for now. Just until we see how the business goes. You understand, right? We need to be careful with expenses. Expenses. I'm an expense now. But 8 million shillings for inventory is an investment. Amara, I need to think about the money. Think about it? Mama, you never think about it when I need help. What's wrong? What's wrong? Everything is wrong. Everything has been wrong for years, but I was too blinded by love to see it. I just need to check my accounts. I'll call you in a few days. A few days? Mama, I need the money by tomorrow. The supplier is waiting. I'll call you in a few days, Amara. I hang up before she can respond. My hands are shaking, but not from fear. It's something else. Something I haven't felt in years. It's the feeling of finally saying no. I walk to the internet cafe 3 streets away. I don't have a smartphone like Amara, just an old Nokia. But I know how to use the cafe computers. I log into my bank account. After selling the land and giving Amara 45 million, I have exactly 3.2 million shillings left. 3.2 million shillings between me and total poverty. Between me and depending completely on a daughter who has already decided I'm not part of her future. I pick up the cafe phone and call the bank. Good morning, Stanbic Bank. How may I help you? Good morning. I need to speak to someone about my account. I want to make some important changes. Certainly, madam. What is your account number? As I give my information, I feel something I haven't felt in years. Control. Power over my own life. How can we help you, Madam Esther? I want to remove my daughter as a beneficiary on my account. I also want to cancel the ATM card I gave her for emergencies. I understand. May I ask the reason? The reason? The reason is that I've been financing my own abandonment. That every shilling I gave them was an investment in my own future loneliness. Personal family reasons. Very well. I'll process these changes immediately. Is there anything else? Yes. I want information about making a new will. When I hang up, I feel different. Lighter. As if I've put down a heavy load I've been carrying for too long. My phone rings. It's Amora. Mama, did we get disconnected? What happened? We didn't get disconnected. I told you I'd call in a few days. But Mama, I need to know about the 8 million. The supplier is calling me every hour. Amora, when was the last time you asked if I needed anything? What? Mama, what are you talking about? Are you feeling okay? Should I come there? I'm fine. I just need time to think. Think. Mama, it's just 8 million. You've always helped me before. Why are you being difficult now? Difficult. That word again. I'll call you when I have an answer. Mama, you're scaring me. You've never acted like this before. I've never acted like this because I've never been so clear about what's happening. Because I've never felt this mix of pain and clarity that's giving me the strength to do what I should have done years ago. Have a good day, my daughter. I hang up and turn off my phone. Over the next 3 days, my phone stays off. I need the silence to think, to understand my situation, to plan. On Thursday morning, I turn it on. There are 31 missed calls, 18 text messages. I read them one by one. Mama, call me. I'm worried. Amora, Tuesday 8 a.m. Esther, this is Herbert. Amora is crying. Please call her. Tuesday 11 a.m. Mama, the supplier is threatening to cancel our order. I need that money today. Tuesday 3 p.m. If you don't call me by tonight, I'm coming to your shop. Tuesday 7 p.m. Grandma, Daddy says you're angry. I'm sorry for whatever I did. My grandson Caleb, Tuesday 9 p.m. But the message that hurts most is the last one, sent this morning. Mama, if this is about the building, we can discuss it. Maybe we can find a small space for you too. But I need you to help with this money first. Then we'll sort out the other issues. Please, Mama. I'm your only child. Then we'll sort out the other issues. The other issues. That's what I am. An issue to be sorted out later, after I give what they need. I get dressed carefully. I put on my best kitenge dress, the one I bought 5 years ago for Amara's wedding. I comb my grey hair neatly. Today I'm going out, and I have appointments to keep. My first stop is the bank at 10 a.m. I walk the 15 minutes there, enjoying the morning air. I haven't walked without rushing in so long. At the bank, Mr. Okello, the manager, greets me. He's a young man, maybe 35, professional and kind. Good morning, Madam Esther. I understand you want to make changes to your account. Yes. I want to open a new fixed deposit account. I want to put 2 million shillings there. Money that cannot be withdrawn for 2 years. That's a wise decision. The interest rate is good. Any particular reason? I want to secure my future. Mr. Okello nods. He understands. He's probably seen cases like mine before. Excellent. This money will be locked and safe. You'll receive the interest every quarter. When I leave the bank, I feel stronger. 2 million shillings are now safe. Money Amora doesn't know about. Money she can't ask for. My second appointment is at noon. I'm meeting with lawyer Nokoto, a woman recommended by the bank. Her office is small but clean, in a building near Nokovubo Stadium. Madam Esther, the bank told me you want to review your will. Yes. I want to make important changes. I explain everything to her. The 57.8 million shillings. The land. The boutique. The broken promises. Lawyer Nokoto listens carefully, taking notes. Madam, unfortunately, your case is not unique. I see many older women in similar situations. What changes do you want to make? I want to divide my inheritance differently. Some for Amora, but also some for charity. For organizations that help old women. And for my church. Do you have specific organizations in mind? Not yet. Can you help me find some? Of course. I also suggest we put conditions on your daughter's inheritance. What kind of conditions? For example, she can only receive her portion if she fulfills certain obligations while you're alive.